Hi, look who it is.
This is kind of a weird one, isn't it?
It's so weird. I really never thought I'd find you. I wasn't even sure you were a real person. It's Teddy Reech.
I really didn't know I was called Teddy Reech until you pointed it out.
And he's not just Teddy Reech. He's a doctor.
You're probably lacking vitamin D3.
He's a lawyer.
The truth is, many lawyers don't know how to get you the maximum settlement.
He's a podcast host.
Welcome back to the Financial Wellness Podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Healthy Living Podcast.
He's a businessman.
I'm the operations manager for our HVAC company here in Huntsville.
He's a finance guru.
I'm a seasoned investor, and I've been trading markets for a long, long time now.
He's a man with a smelly garage.
Your garage stinks. Now there's a way to fix that.
A broken alarm clock.
Oh no, I have to pack.
And a thirsty cat.
All right, so these are the three most common signs of dehydration in cats.
But he'll always be Teddy Reech to me.
You can call me Teddy, you can call me Scott, as long as you're paying the bills. You can call me anything.
Okay, now if you're wondering who Teddy Reech is and what this is all about, this video is about the world of user-generated content in social media advertising and what seems to be an AI footage farming operation by some shady characters in that space. Why are we here? Because a few weeks ago, I did a video investigation into the AI-made history apps I was seeing advertised on social media. If you missed that, you can watch it here. The long and the short of it is avoid them. Anyway, while I was looking into them, I noticed that a lot of the ads I was seeing for seemingly different history apps and companies all featured the same man. Who is he? Teddy Reech? Who is Teddy Reech? I'm assuming he's some kind of popular history presenter or something and they're trying to use his credibility to push their dodgy apps. This has become a whole new side quest for me, so stay tuned for an upcoming Who the Heck is Teddy Reech video. And this is that video, so let's get into it.
Am I some sort of a media whore? Well, yeah, I guess I am.
Now, my interview with Teddy Reech goes for about 30 minutes or so, but I'm going to try and front load all the important details here, and then you can stick around to watch my chat with him afterwards if you'd like to. I'll leave a link to the full interview, just lightly edited, in the blurb below. If you're watching this on TikTok, you'll have to head over to my YouTube channel to find that to click on it. Now, first things first, congratulations to those commenters who correctly guessed what the story was here. Mad Cat Joe and DZ Studios both left comments saying they thought Teddy looked like he might be an actor from Fiverr. And ding, 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 that is correct. Teddy Reech is Scott Curtis, a stand-up comedian and UGC creator who specializes in the baby boomer and Gen X demographic.
Hey there, it's Scott the UGC guy, and I would love to be your UGC guy.
And yes, he is available for hire on Fiverr. Now, Fiverr, if you don't know, is an online platform connecting all kinds of freelancers with gigs, but that's not where I found him, and that's not the only story here.
If it happened to me now, I'd say time out. This is my fourth take on this, and the first three were fine. And if you want me to do any more, you got to pay me more.
I was getting nowhere trying to work out who Teddy Reech was. So I got some help from highly skilled internet sleuth and data journalist Kevin Nguyen. I sent him a few screenshots of Teddy's face. He ran them through some high-powered facial recognition software, and like an hour later, voila! Your mystery man is named Scott Curtis, a comedian based in Alabama. Here's his Facebook profile. I contacted him through his Instagram page, and luckily, Scott Curtis wasn't too freaked out by all this. So, yeah, that's how we found you.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Sorry, I know it's kind of creepy.
No, I thought it was funny. I laughed when I got your message.
Here's my message for what it's worth. Now, Scott Curtis did actually record ads for those history apps.
I think they've got like 4 or 5 different apps attached to them, but
So just on that though, are they all the same people?
They're all the same people. Yeah.
So Smarty Me, My Growth, Nibble.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there were others. So they all look like they're different apps or different companies, but it's really just the same people.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. Yeah.
He's recorded loads of these kinds of ads for all kinds of different products and services.
I'd say it's well over 1,000. I've done I sometimes I do 5 in a day. I've done so many that a lot of them I don't even remember doing.
But he reckons the history app guys really stood out. He remembered them for their weirdness.
They paid really well, but it was the oddest people in the world to work with, because they'd give me a script, or they'd give me talking points and have me do the script, and they'd always change it. So I think what they were doing is getting as much out of me for the money as they could, because what I'm seeing out there is some of the stuff they rejected.
We'll get back to all the footage they seem to be trying to milk out of Scott in just a minute. There's a lot of weirdness to unpack here, so just bear with me. The point I want to make now is that this history app company had footage of Scott reading their ad, saying their script and the things they wanted him to say in a real, normal human voice. But the footage they used in the ads of him was all weirdly AI'd.
The way they did those ads, I didn't look like a real person or sound like one.
I thought either they've taken that video off somewhere else and like put the voice to it, or they've completely invented you from scratch.
Yeah. And the funny thing is all those lines I actually said the way I'm talking now. So why they would AI it and make it all choppy the way they did it, I have no idea.
Why would they do that? Make it less natural?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless the whole AI effect keeps people watching longer.
You know what? Maybe you're right. It has that uncanny thing about it where it seems just a little bit off, but you're like, is that a real person? You keep watching because you're curious?
Yeah, I think that may be it.
I wonder. What a strange tactic.
If you've got a better theory for why they would do this, please, I would love to hear it. Leave it in the comments. Okay, moving on to the next bit of weirdness. Scott recorded the ads for the history app people, then after a while realized that he maybe didn't want to advertise their product anymore.
As far as my morals, as far as advertising go, I don't do religion, I don't do politics, and if something is known to be bad, like I feel people are getting ripped off, or it's just really, really bad, I don't even get close to it. With these guys, I thought, well, they got an app and all that kind of stuff. And then, I just kind of started looking at Trustpilot and stuff like that after they, after their weirdness. And I'm like, I don't want to work with you guys anymore.
But the history app people, they weren't so keen to say goodbye to Teddy Reech. He told the woman he'd been dealing with on Fiverr that he was done.
And she wouldn't let it go. She kept sending me messages, and they're like, "We'll pay you more," all this kind of stuff. And I finally blocked her. You can block folks on Fiverr. And then somebody else popped up, and they started hitting my inbox like every day. And I just, I finally just kept blocking them. I mean, it was almost begging, and I don't have people begging for me. So something about me must have worked for their app. And the funny thing is, it was like 2 days before you sent me the message on Instagram, somebody actually reached out.
Outside of the Fiverr platform, they had found one of his email addresses and landed in his inbox.
They tracked me down to that email, even though through Fiverr, you don't exchange emails. It's all on the platform. And they tracked me down there somehow, probably the same way you tracked me down. And they were trying to give me jobs there. And they've emailed me like three times since. And I don't know why I'm so sought after, especially the crappy way they do the videos.
That's so weird.
All guys that they could choose from.
You must be a very effective spokesperson for them.
Yeah, it must have worked.
And this brings us back to the weirdness we were talking about before, the way the history app people seem to be trying to get as much footage out of Scott as they could.
I mean, they were nice. It wasn't like, this sucks. It was like, it was kind of like they just change your mind all the time. And like I said, I think they were just trying to get more footage to feed into their AI or whatever. And so, I think they were scamming me a little bit. In that 90-day period, I probably recorded maybe an hour worth of stuff with all the time they come back. So not a lot, but I know with AI, if you get 15 minutes of a person talking, you can do a lot with it.
Now, I don't want to make this video about me, but something happened to me a couple of years ago that I think is relevant to this story and what Scott is talking about here. So, I was working on a TV show and I did a story about what you can and can't name your baby. And I was interviewed about that story on A Current Affair, which is an Australian tabloid news TV show. And a little while after that interview aired, I had a whole bunch of people start sending me this video that was circulating online.
A mom named her son after a project that saved their family from bankruptcy and helped them keep their home.
My husband and I worked hard to pay the mortgage on our new home. Money was scarce and we had to borrow money from friends. After I gave birth, things got worse as I couldn't work and everything fell on my husband's shoulders.
Now, that is video of me, and it sure sounds like me. And it was uncanny to watch and hear myself spooking some kind of financial investment scam.
I immediately went to the site and registered. Soon the manager called me and told me what the project was and how to earn money in it. At first I was hesitant because it was necessary to open an account and deposit at least $350.
Of course, weird AI me made my money back and then some.
The first thing I did was to look at my account balance. I was shocked to see over $1,000, and that was just the beginning.
I gotta say, revisiting this whole episode is kind of giving me the itch. I mean, trying to find out who the people that were behind this were is beckoning as a bit of a side quest. I mean, I do have an email address of one of the Facebook accounts that published it. That seems to be somebody based in the Ukraine. But anyway, back to Teddy Reech.
Do you think, see, now I'm getting suspicious and I'm wondering if they're using you for all kinds of different apps or products, not just the history ones.
I had a guy send me a commercial for cannabis in Texas that I didn't do.
But your video, but they were using your video.
It's me. Yeah, it's me, and it's also AI. So I got a sinking suspicion that they might have sold my my stuff to other folks, because there's a lot of AI ad companies out there now that have all these different, they show all these different talents.
He's talking about this kind of thing. Now, this particular AI ad company didn't seem to have Scott's stolen image, but there are heaps of them out there. This is the sort of stuff he's talking about.
And I'm sure my face is up there somewhere. And I could probably pursue it, but it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to find them. They're in Romania or somewhere. I can't really sue them, and it would just end up being a lose chase. So
what do you, real person Scott Curtis, not Teddy Reech or fake boner doctor guy, what do you want to say to anyone who might see that ad and see you saying those things?
None of it's true. Don't get the app because it's shitified. and do your research before you buy anything that you have seen advertised with a video anywhere, because every testimonial is somebody like me who's never used a product, who never will use a product, and it's all the reviews on the sites are fake. You always check Trustpilot. If you don't have Reddit, get Reddit, because you usually get the straight scoop there. I mean, there's a lot of crap on Reddit, but if you type in an app's name or a product name, you're going to find somebody who either says it's legit or it's not legit. One of the reasons why I stay busy is just because there's not many people my age doing it.
Right.
especially men. When you look at Fiverr and you look for senior spokesperson or senior content creator, it's me and like 6 other guys.
Right.
And so, we all get work, and we've all got a slightly different style.
You're not worried about, like, if I put this video up and people see that you've said this, you're not worried that your work will dry up?
No. Brands
It's just-
don't care.
And I guess also there's so much of this stuff, it's so fragmented that, people could spend forever on the internet and never encounter an ad with you in it or a story or anything. So
So mystery solved, I guess, guys. That's who the heck Teddy Reech is. He's Scott Curtis, an actor for hire, doing the internet era's version of infomercials. And he does so many of them that there's a decent chance you might run into him online somewhere else.
Everything from financial stuff. I do a lot of financial stuff. I do a lot of law stuff. So I put my suit on and do law stuff. Insoles, a lot of orthopedic stuff because of my age, boner pills, anything, all that kind of stuff.
And if you're wondering what it's like to do a boner pill ad,
I got to tell you about this one. This is another one that was early on. It was a 45-minute video. The rate was, I think it was $2,000. And I read probably 4 pages of the script. This was for a male enhancement supplement. The first 4 pages looked fine. They were stupid, but they were fine. So I'm recording in 15-minute increments. When I got to the latter part of the script, I found out the name of the product I was pushing was Steel Dick, and some of the most misogynistic language was being used, and I'm not that type of guy. And so I recorded it. I was bound to do it, and I recorded it, and thank God I have never seen it. Okay, I'm recording this stuff, and I'm at that point where I'm saying steel dick and talking about my woman and all this kind of stuff, and my wife comes downstairs, and she's got her arms crossed, just looking at me, laughing. saying, are you saying that stuff on purpose? Did you write this?
Now, I did start having a look to see if I could find the ad for the Steel Dick supplement, and then pretty quickly changed my mind and decided I didn't really want to balk my algorithm any more than it's already balked. But if you see that ad in the wild, please leave it in the comments for us. It'd be very fun to have a look. And I just want to say thanks so much to Scott Curtis. He was a lovely, lovely guy and so generous with his time and his insights. And I'm really grateful that he agreed to do that interview.
Thanks very, very much for your time and for agreeing to this chat. I really appreciate it. It's been a very interesting insight to, I see all those ads come up on social media, and I've just never thought much more about who the people are and how that whole business works. So it's been really fascinating. Thank you.
Yeah. I this was a lot of fun. I'm really glad this happened because just to be able to tell how this stuff works. But yeah, I appreciate it. It was really nice meeting you. This is the funniest thing ever. I love it.
I just got really hooked on this side quest. I actually just jumped for joy when I realized we had actually found Teddy Reech.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. So yeah, I really thank you so much for talking to us. And,
thanks for having me.
And and have a great evening.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye.